Scared woman being followed by 3 men hugs random guy as she whispers help in his ear. Let's face it, being a woman is hard. This is especially true when it comes to traveling alone. There is always that unsettling feeling when you're walking alone at night that anything could happen. It's not uncommon for women to have pepper spray or hold their keys between their knuckles in case somebody tries to pull something. Sadly, it's a scary reality that women do have to live with. Although this shouldn't be the case, it's sadly the circumstances women have to deal with. Sometimes you are put into situations where you need to act quickly. If you're in potential danger, you have to think of whatever possible, even if it's uncomfortable, to get out of it safely. This woman was being followed on the street by 3 strange men. She realized that she needed to do something to shake them off. She then decided to walk up to a random man and hug him. Once he realized what was happening, he walked her all the way home to safety. Dane Weeks is the random man who ended up saving the woman. He had been on his way to his friend's house in New York. Dane had just happened to be in the right place at the right time when he ran across paths with this terrified woman. Out of nowhere, this random woman walked up to him, hugged him, and whispered out her call for help. I'm walking to the train a few minutes ago, and a woman walked up right behind me and gave me a tight hug and whispered quickly, "Please act like you know me. 3 guys are following me for a while." I played along and then walked her 3 blocks home. What an experience for both of us, Weeks shared via Twitter. Out of a miracle, Weeks just happened to be taking that route because his phone distracted him. This made him go a different way than usual. He thinks it was meant to be that they were in that spot at the same time. What's crazy, I rarely walk down this block, he continued. I normally take one way to the train, but the way I took is when I walk my dog. I guess the distraction of me watching the debate led me down the path I rarely take to the train, so I guess it was meant to be that I was there at that particular moment. The 2 shared contact information, and he gladly offered to walk her home whenever she needed. We exchanged numbers. I told her my boyfriend and I would meet her at the train anytime we're home. The route she would have to walk home, she has to walk under the train tracks. No other way. Plus, it's dark. She said she would call again. I hope she does. I will call her tomorrow to check in, he said. Later, he shared an update saying that he spoke with the woman again and she couldn't thank him enough. She shared that the 3 men were staring at her on the train, and when she got off, they also got off. They followed her for 2 blocks, and then she even tried going into a store in an attempt to stop it. So, with 3 strange men following her, how did she feel comfortable walking up to another strange man and hugging him? Apparently, it was Weeks' smile that made her feel safe. She saw me and noticed I had a smile on my face looking at my phone, and that's when she knew I would welcome her. She apologized. She felt how shocked I was at her untiming hug. I told her I thought it was a setup at first. She laughed because she said, "That's New York mentality," he wrote. Weeks even went on to meet the woman's 5-year-old son. I spoke to her mother as well, who was thankful for me being there. I told her the offer still stands if she ever needs someone to walk her home from the train station. Her mother was definitely grateful. Some nights she works late. It's heartbreaking to see these things happen in the first place, but it's comforting to know that we have heroes like Dane Weeks out in the world. People like this bring faith back to humanity. Never forget to make sure that a woman walking alone at night is safe.